World War III is just around the corner. Putin issues a strong warning. Vladimir Putin. What is happening here is an attempt to distort the facts. It is not about giving or denying the Kiev regime permission to fly attacks across Russian territory. This is already happening with drones and other means. But when it comes to the use of long-range and high-precision weapons made in the West, things look different. The fact is, as I have already said, and as any expert here or in the West will confirm, the Ukrainian army is not capable of carrying out attacks with modern Western long-range and high-precision systems. It simply cannot. That would only be possible with satellite reconnaissance, which Ukraine does not have. The data comes exclusively from EU or US satellites, so to speak, from NATO satellites. That is the first point. The second and perhaps most important point is that the targeting of these missile systems can actually only be done by NATO military personnel. The Ukrainian armed forces are not capable of doing this, so the question is not whether the regime in Kiev is allowed to attack Russia with these weapons. The real question is whether NATO countries decide to participate directly in military conflicts. If such a decision were to be made, it would mean nothing less than direct involvement of NATO countries, the United States and European nations in the war in Ukraine. It would be direct involvement. And of course, it would fundamentally change the nature of the conflict. It would mean that NATO countries, the United States and European nations, are at war with Russia. If this is the case, given the changed nature of the conflict, we will make the appropriate decisions based on the emerging threats. World War III is just around the corner. The Russian president said that if Ukraine is unable to penetrate deep into Russia with Western weapons, this will mean direct NATO involvement and Russia will respond accordingly. Because to be able to carry out a deep strike with cruise missiles, you need Western satellite reconnaissance data and NATO personnel to program the flight path and target of missiles in Russia. Therefore, to destroy this threat, Russia would probably have to attack NATO bases.